Yeah, that's a good hat. That looks good on you.
Thank you. We are matching, everybody. Welcome to GetSportsFocus. This is Coach Andrew's show. I'm just here to facilitate. Oh man, hey, we haven't done this for a while. It's been a while.
It's been a good minute. We've been pretty busy
Very busy.
doing stuff.
Exactly. So we are here because we finally found the time and we got some stuff to talk about.
Got a lot of stuff to talk about.
A lot of stuff to talk about.
What should we dive into first?
Well, let's talk about the latest and greatest. Congratulations to our very own Parker Threatt and Jaden Green for signing yesterday. Super excited for those two guys. They've worked hard, paid their dues. They deserve what's coming. And Parker's going to San Diego State. Jaden Green going to Lehigh. Definitely two very, very talented individuals that were kind of overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, but I'm happy for them. So Jaden obviously is he's like Mr. Utility Man. I mean, I met Jaden when he was a freshman. I was there for his first touchdown and all that stuff because I covered Sarah, right? And it was cool to see his progress. But throughout the entire thing, I could tell something was up as far as why is this individual not getting enough attention? I don't know. And that's the same with Parker. Met Parker when he was a freshman, progressed the right way, worked hard, did everything right. Coach did everything right. Both of these guys. And for some reason, nothing was coming until this past couple of weeks. So super proud of the guys. Congratulations. And we're excited for you guys.
100%. Both utility players, which is you can say that about both of them. Special shout out to my guy Bennett Anderson for signing with Yale. Been training Bennett for a while, so it was really cool to see that he got signed. He signed it and it's official, and now we just get to look forward. But this doesn't mean look how late Jaden Green and Parker's came, right?
Yeah.
So for all the other seniors that are out there, and even the JUCO players that were with us before, it's just wait. It's okay. You have a lot of time still. You're not out of time yet, but you got to be ready. If that call comes and you haven't been doing anything to get ready for it, then that's on you.
Yep. I also want to give a shout out to Moose from Wilcox, GSF All-Star, big man going to UW. He got rerouted. He was on his way to Arizona. He came to one of our GSF All-Star practice, all decked out in Arizona gear. Obviously, his coach took the job, and his coach took him. So that's a huge deal right there, I thought.
Oh yeah, and I think just moving forward, bringing that up, I mean, congratulations to Moose. And everyone else that also signed, but with the coaching carousel that happened, you might see a lot of movement. Just putting that out there, which also means there's opportunities. So again, be patient, be ready, make sure you answer that call, and make sure you're ready. Again,
make sure you're ready. Also, congratulations to Asher Kolodziej of St. Francis. He's headed to Valpo football. That's Valparaiso, depending on your background, I guess that's how you pronounce it. We'll just call it Valpo. So about Asher, we met Asher. I think officially second game of the season. They went all the way to who did they play? It's up there in Sacramento, but he got a scoop and score.
Nice.
And that ended up to be a huge game-changing play. And then obviously he played in our All-Star game, but he went through some adversity during the year. He got hurt, but he bounced back. But during the whole entire All-Star process, the coaches really were impressed about him as an O-line. And so I was getting phone calls from a lot of JUCO coaches. And I knew that he was going to have something by this time of the year. So congratulations again. He's going to be one to watch out for, because I think he's going to do some really, really good things at the next level. And also congratulations to De La Salle High School's stud of a guy. I'm talking about Kai Monano Apela. He played in our All-Star game as well. Great kid. I thought he was a tight end when we finally saw him at the end of the season, but you know, he could play either edge or outside linebacker. I think we used him as both. Coach Harrison did, but he was one of those guys that joined us kind of late in the All-Star experience. But congratulations, man. He's going to Minot State. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Coach, right? Minot?
Minot.
Yep. That's a great pickup. So we're happy for him as well. Another GSF All-Star playing at the next level. Any heroes? Well, Parker.
Yeah, Parker, and then a couple other my heroes. They have like offers on the table, so it's like decision time is going to probably be coming soon. So we'll probably talk about it a little bit more. But right now, those are the highlights, especially because like these are kids that like GSF's been able to follow for a while, so it's really good to see. And then kids like Bennett, who's been with me for a long time. So I'm just waiting to see what happens with the rest of the kids that train here, and then kind of go from there.
Nice, nice. All right. So that's National Signing Day. That was yesterday. That's kind of like a quick recap of what happened yesterday. Speaking of colleges and athletes and Bay Area athletes, I've been talking about this kid since he was a freshman, eighth grader. I'm talking about Jackson Cahoon. He just got an offer from Washington State, along with Kingston, Keanaaina. Let's see who else got an offer from South. I think them too. Yeah, they both got offers from Washington State. That's big time. I am super happy for him. I know this is going to be a big year for St. Francis. I don't know, Coach. I don't know if we should wait or why not. Actually, we should wait. But as of now, I don't know. Those St. Francis Lancers, they're looking good. They are looking good.
We'll just leave it at that because high school football season has concluded.
High school football season is well. We're preparing for the next season now. Time to look at the next stars, and I mean between those two guys, Jackson, the captain of the defense, Kingston, one of the leaders of the offense. I mean, man, what a great combo! And then Chase Cahoon, he's going to be a junior now. He got re-offered by San Jose State.
Crazy times. Yeah, St. Francis, like if we're just going to touch upon it, St. Francis is poised to do. They're going to be really good this year. Like I think. I mean, they just kind of showed like a glimmer, and then like they had those unfortunate things happen like towards the end at the end of the season. So, these guys are gonna reload and just there's no rebuild. It's a reload. It's reload.
It's a reload. It's like a yep. Let's see who else? Who else is kind of blowing up out there? I'm trying to think. We're kind of doing this off memory. Those two, I was pumped when I saw that. I was like, man, I mean, great players. I just thought about two of the most dynamic, two of the most electrifying running backs in the WCAL. Jaden Green, Kingston. Who would you take, Coach? Put you on the spot here.
Oh, shoot. I think okay. I would think like honestly for me, like being able to actually and I'm saying it this way, it's nothing against Kingston. It's because I got to see Jaden live. It's different watching it on video, like than you versus actually being able to watch them through a week of practice and then watch them perform in a game. Like it just hits a little different. So hopefully, like I'm able to catch a game this year so I can actually watch Kingston play in person. So as of right now, I'll swing towards Jaden, but like I really want to watch a game live. I have time now. I have some time.
Oh yeah, no man, I saw both. I saw both. Don't even ask me because
We're not. We're not
I
gonna
saw
because
both.
I feel like that's an unfair question for you.
No, actually, well, I can answer it. I don't mind. I mean, I saw both. I saw all their games. I would take Kingston. The reason why is because Kingston is a real running back.
Right.
Jaden. You could put Jaden at receiver. You could put Jaden anywhere. But as a running back,
Oh, if you're talking about like pure position, then yeah. I mean, as a pure
yeah.
running back,
Well,
Kingston or
no. Well, I mean, yeah, kind of like that was the question. It's more like who would you take? We still got to do our GSF draft, right? Our All-Star draft, which is not the game, it's the draft with Ethan. So if it comes down to Kingston and Jaden, like I think I would go with Kingston.
yeah.
If Kingston can run through you and can run around you,
Hmm.
Jaden, he's just speed.
Pure speed.
Pure speed, pure quickness. But I like contact. I like banging dudes.
See,
So,
I would take Jaden just because of like the other like X factor that he has is the special teams, like the value that he brings to
oh
special teams.
yeah,
Like I would that's probably one of the main reasons I would do that is because like I see the value, like he can play DB if we need him at DB, but it's really like the special teams like addition that you have for him that makes him like a real dynamic player. So I would go that,
that,
like from a coaching standpoint, I would go that way.
that is why he is the GSF 2023, the first ever utility player of the year, and obviously Kingston's our running back of the year. There's really nobody else out there that I thought was even close to those two guys. You know, there's some, but definitely way ahead of their league. We're kind of all over here.
That's okay. I mean, let's here I'll segue it over. So you know how we said like St. Francis is reloading. That team that we're both wearing today, we are also in a reload. We're trying to,
Right.
yeah,
Try to run
guys.
it back.
We're gonna run it back because hey, I don't put this out this way. If by some chance the Niners don't get it done this weekend, which I highly doubt, and I'm saying that live, I'm saying that on air, then the Bay Area Panthers will be the only professional team to have won a championship in this past season.
Mm. Man, I didn't think we were going to get to that subject, but speaking of the Super Bowl, coach, who you going
I'm
to well, let's make the prediction. Let's make the prediction.
If the NFL doesn't follow this so-called script everyone's calling, I'm just kidding. It's not. Honestly, on paper, you have everything in favor of the Niners. You do. But on the other side, you have Patrick Mahomes. He's just Patrick Mahomes. Like that's really tough to play against a player of his caliber and just of his skill set. Um, it's honestly going to be. I honestly think it's going to come down to the decision making that Brock Purdy has and Pat Mahomes has, and if Kyle can get it done and finish it out. Because both times he was in the Super Bowl, he was 3 times he was in the Super Bowl, he was ahead, and then it's like it's gonna come down to a lot of things. So I'm gonna root for my Niners. I've been a Niner fan since I was a kid, so Niners all day. I don't know. That's it. I'm more looking forward to the predictions of the other stuff that's being bet on. Like, is Taylor Swift going to show up at the halftime show? How many times are they going to show Taylor Swift on TV? These are real bets. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say if I were to pick who's going to win the Super Bowl, I was going to say Taylor Swift's going to win the Super Bowl. She's going to win the Super Bowl.
Someone today said, you know, what would be the greatest thing ever is that if the Niners win it, just to take the spotlight away from the Niners, is if Travis Kelce proposes to Taylor Swift.
No, that's not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen.
That's a good one. If they do, that would definitely take away all the thunder and media from the Niners if they win it.
Then it's really scripted now. If that is the case, it's
Oh,
scripted.
oh, geez.
I
Well,
do think that Travis Kelce's going to score the first touchdown of the game, probably in the first drive, their first offensive drive. They're going to score.
yeah, I think McCaffrey's gonna
The
probably
way
like.
things are going for the Niners so far, like, and especially in the last two games, don't be surprised if Kansas they go up by 2. I'm picking Kansas. I'm picking the Chiefs.
Everyone else is. It's fine. I'm used to hearing it now.
Bring it on, people. Bring it on.
I'm used to hearing it. It's
I
okay.
am not a 49ers fan.
I know. Aren't you?
I am a Christian McCaffrey fan. I do really like George Kittle and um, Brock Purdy, Fred Warner. Actually, I am kind of like a fan, but
Isn't your team like? Who's your team again?
Patriots
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
when they were good. And they were good. You know what? Honestly, I was into the NFL up until they lost to Eli Manning. That's when I said, you know what? I am not going to watch. I'm not even going to keep up. Well, I still did, but not as much. I don't. I don't really keep up with the NFL until postseason, Super Bowl, or whatever. Even basketball, too. Yeah, that was a disappointing Super Bowl for me. So that's when I kind of like, you know what? I'm just going to pay attention to high school.
That's okay. That's okay. I get
But
tired.
Taylor Swift, shout out to Taylor Swift, man. She got me paid over the summer. I am a Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie, people.
Oh dear.
And I know my daughter doesn't like that, but whatever. Anyways, all right, all right. So Super Bowl's done. Check. We're just kind of moving along here, kind of randomly. Super Bowl Panthers. So speaking of the Panthers, we're wearing the gear. This weekend's gonna be huge for you guys. You guys got some things going on at San Jose State, of all places. Major upgrade from
Amazing.
Soprano High. Wait, no, Live Oak to San Jose State.
Yeah.
Now we're getting serious.
Yeah. So we have our tryouts this weekend. Open player tryouts. It's open to the public, so you guys can come and watch, hang out, take pictures with the coaches.
Take pictures with Coach Andrew.
Please don't. I'm just kidding. No, you go ahead. I actually got Coach Romo to come out and help me. So it'll be me and Coach Romo running the test drills. And then as of right now, I mean, this is going to be huge. It's a big event. I think they have a food truck coming in called Chicken and Bros. Apparently, it looks really good. So they'll be there. And then, we get to kind of like see like what's going on, with San Jose State. Hopefully, and I believe the staff will be there. So it'll be cool to meet the new staff and all that. And then just kind of like, just network and all that. But we're going to be at Spartan Stadium at CEFQ. So come on out. It starts at 9, goes until 1-ish.
I doubt that. I think it's gonna be a longer day.
It's going to be a longer day, but we start at 9. We're going to start.
How many athletes do you guys are you anticipating to host?
I think over 150.
Wow,
Yeah,
a lot of bodies.
it's a lot of bodies and one very, very small head strength and conditioning coach.
Everybody's got to go through Coach Andrew's station, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it. It's a kickoff to defending the title. Our first game is March 31st. We're opening it up against the Rattlers, and our former quarterback is actually on the Rattlers now. Yeah.
Who was that?
Dalton Sneed.
No way.
Yeah, so he's
Got
over.
traded? Is that how do you guys do that? Is it a
So
trade?
he just got re-signed. He just got signed over there. He got picked up.
Okay.
He's from Arizona, so it makes sense.
Gotcha.
Get to play for the hometown, but it's going to be a bittersweet like welcome home for him here. But we reload, like when I say the Panthers reloaded, they reloaded. Wow. Like heavy. Like we have we have the former from the one because he didn't win it last year or this past season, but he won it back to back the seasons before. The quarterback from Las Vegas was the former 2-time MVP.
Nice.
And he is now one of our quarterbacks here.
Nice. Any local guys? Or you don't know?
We don't know yet. Honestly, I have no idea. I do know there's a lot of spots that we got to fill still. We got to build a lot of depth. We're looking at how many guys that have so far like signed back and re-signed and coming back. That's maybe about like half of the active roster. So there's still a lot of space. So hopefully the guys that are coming out, or if you know somebody that's out of college and looking to like just try to get their feet into the professional world, like come on out. But hopefully you've been training because this is kind of one of your only chances to do this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, speaking of training, coach, you see this big ass sign behind me? It says GSF
5v5.
5v5 with a thunderbolt. That's our logo, by the way.
I like it. It looks really good. It's very different than the 7-on-7 5-star one. I like this way better.
It looks
Why
tough.
did you make that for the All-Star game? That looks way cooler.
And speaking of the All-Star game, coach, we are set to host the third annual. It's now called annual because we've done it more than two years. The third annual GSF Senior All-Star game is going to be a Monday night football game at Oak Grove High School. We're not going to mess with no location. Hey, we're staying at Oak Grove. That's home. That's GSF's home right there. Oak Grove High School, December 30th, 2024. We don't know the time yet, but we might actually do a 7 p.m. kickoff and just do it completely as a night game. There you go. There's the announcement. I was going to hold that until like September, but whoops.
Maybe I can actually dethrone Coach Jason.
Oh, and coming back. Oh, I like that, coach. I like that. I like that. I was gonna say I don't know who's coaching yet, but now that you mentioned it, sounds like Coach Andrew's gonna be back.
I got to win it once. Got to try.
Hey, there you go. But no, really, I wanted to talk about this because last week we did Top Dog 6, which is the big boy camp and competition. We saw some really, really good guys with very, very good potential. I don't know if you were there the whole entire time, but I thought Charlie Dafua from Pitt.
Yes.
He was really good. He ended up being the defensive big dog of the camp. And Caden White from Leland took home the offensive big dog award. The rest of the team, they're just green. They're very green. Like they have a lot of potential though. I like the kid from Salinas, Jackson Jensen. I can't pronounce I don't want to attempt to pronounce his middle name yet, but big, tall sophomore. I think he's about 6'3", maybe 6'4", 6'3". Strong, but needs a lot of work. And so, but he's an athlete. So we got Coach Vesperis, Coach Duffy, and Coach Sione taking care of the line. We have it again this weekend, by the way. Same time as you. Well, not the same time, but yours is in the morning. The Top Dog 7 big boy camp and competition is going to be in the afternoon at Oak Grove, right down the street from San Jose State. So
you want me to try to come over there?
Hey, if you have time.
I might be asleep. I'm going to be really tired.
But I'm gonna check out what's going on at SEFQ in the morning. You'll see me there, and then I'm gonna have to leave early and prepare for our Top Dog 7, which is gonna be on Saturday. So
yeah, I like it. Yeah, it was good. I think I had a fun time in the rain. I would say the most challenging thing was when I was going through the drills and I think I turned, I just felt the wind and it just like slapped like this whole like mess of water like right in my face. I don't know if it was caught on camera, but it just like hit me like right in the face and I couldn't see. I just kept talking, but I honestly I couldn't see anything anymore. I just had water in my eye.
That's how we do it, man. We keep going despite adversity, man. We just keep going. No, shout out to the guys that showed up because Saturday was really, really bad. I
Yeah.
mean, if you listen closely to the video that was uploaded, and there's a reason why I muted your audio and I kind of fast forwarded it to save time, is because in the background you can hear the school's alarm system going off because power was knocked out. I don't think they have power yet at Oak Grove, but power is knocked out. Alarms are going off. The rain, the wind. It was bad. It was bad, but on the field, it was really good. So if we're trying to build something, we're trying to start something, and for the big boys in the South Bay, and that was a good start. You know, I really like our coaches, Coach Sione, Coach Duff, Coach Vesperis. Um, yeah, so if you guys are offensive, defensive linemen, high school, maybe even eighth grade, and you want to come join us, get some work in this Saturday, come out. I think this is going to be a weekly thing moving forward. And then speaking of weekly, Coach Andrew just posted something on social media this morning that I'm like, yes, it's about time. Something that I feel very, very good about because I think it's necessary. And big props to you for putting that up. Tell us about this camp series that you're putting together, that you have put together. And when
Yeah,
is it going to start?
so we're putting together the combine training series, and we're gonna start in March. I think we put March 10th. We're gonna start, and we're gonna actually take every drill that we do that we test for. So the 40, 5, 10, 5, 3 cone, the broad, the vertical. We're gonna take all those drills and we're gonna break them down one at a time weekly so that you guys will have like so every athlete that comes like you will actually know like what you need to do like to set up once you finally get into the lasers and then actual exercises and techniques to make those drills better for you when you test and then how it translates into your into the sport. So we're going to start off with the first week is going to be like a baseline test, so we're going to run everyone through all the tests just to get everyone a starting point. And then we break them down each week. And then in the middle, we're actually going to we're going to have an offensive week and then a defensive week. And if you guys go to like football camps, we're going to go over like what we feel are like, the typical drills that you go through at these camps and actually teach you like, this is what they want to see at these camps. And this is what we're going to show you how to do them right so that you guys are very well prepared for your camps and your combines. And then it's going to mix in with the big top dog with everybody, and then we're going to do a
Or
really
14?
yeah. And then after that, I think a couple weeks later, we're going to throw the conclusion of the combine series and do the combine and then the camp the second day. So everything's just going to pretty much everything that you learn through that series, we're going to go through everything.
Yeah. So I know this usually gets mixed reviews, but what's the importance of having the knowledge and the ability to execute these stations or drills that you're teaching?
So the big one is like, can you take directions? That's one. And then what is your athletic capability and your athletic potential, right? So those are like kind of like the surface line or surface level things that you kind of like, we look at when we see it. What everyone else actually looks at, if you want to look at it on a deeper level, is when they watch how certain people run or when they do drills, like coaches and scouts aren't just looking at like how fast you're doing it. They're actually looking at where's your flexibility at? Do you have those flex points? How are you moving? Like, is there something is that just like purely just like what you have, or is it something that you work towards? So, like, I mean, certain people's have certain ceilings. So it's like coaches and scouts can tell based on like, these are why these are standards, right? These are all just standards so that they can kind of match you up against somebody who has similar attributes as you and see where they fall. So they're actually a lot more important nowadays because I think I've said it to a bunch of kids before, like when I've done this, like you're gonna have wide like athlete A and athlete B. They might be the same height. They're gonna be the same weight. Okay. Okay, so one athlete has maybe like 50 more yards, but this guy has two more touchdowns. Like if you look at stats, right? So then essentially like what everyone sees like, okay, they're pretty even. But now you're looking at like things that are measurable. Oh, this guy's actually really, really fast. This guy's kind of got average speed, but his lateral movement is way better than this guy. This guy's just more linear. We kind of want more of a dynamic wide receiver. We're going to go with that guy. So it separates you and kind of like really helps you classify what kind of athlete you are. So if you want to be a complete athlete, learn how to do things like this because we're not just going to go through the drills. Like I said before, we're going to show exercises and other exercise and like technical things, technical drills that actually help the athletes develop what's necessary for that. So you're not just going to go like in the 5-10-5, you're not just going to go side to side all day. Like we're going to actually make you go multi-directional in different patterns. And then like for the 40, I'm not going to treat it like a track workout where you're just kind of just running straight the whole time. Like there's going to be a lot of things that you'd have to work on. Like pulling a sled, working on explosiveness, working on the bullet belt, like doing all these things. Like there's a lot of things that go into each drill. So come join us. It's on my social media. It's on IG.
You're gonna have to repeat that because you just froze, coach.
In our bio.
You're frozen.
Oh, did I?
I don't know what happened. You're frozen right now. You're like this. Oh yes, this is the beauty.
Hold on.
The fun part of. Oh, there you go. You were frozen. I don't know if we should edit that. It was funny. I thought it was entertaining, but again, coach, it's on your social media.
The link is in our bio. Come and join us. Come learn this. Stand out from everybody when you go to camps, because I know a lot of you guys are going to go to camps. Stand out and perform. Show people why they need to look at you. And if you go to any of these other local camps, like if you don't come to ours, if you don't come to Top Dog, or you don't come to the conclusion of this, then whatever camp that you go to, go kill it. And that's what we expect from you, because you are going to have all the tools ready for you. And that's what it's all about. We just want you guys prepared.
That was the word that I was going to emphasize, preparation. So this is kind of like a make it. No, not a make it or break it. This could be the deal breaker for a lot of you guys. If let's say you go through this whole experience, right, with Coach Andrew, and you built yourself up to a level where you look the part when it comes to running the 40, doing the agility drills and all that stuff. It could be a deal maker, right? Mm-hmm. Or a deal breaker if you don't know what you're doing and you show up to a camp and you're catching you're doing everything, but you don't look the part, or you don't, your technique sucks.
No, it's true. And it's like, it's not just things here. Like, like at the end of the day, it's like, these are good and all that, but it's also like, what else are you guys doing? Like, are you guys training? Are you guys working on strength? Like, this is your time. You win at this point. Like, if you're not training and getting stronger, bigger, you're not getting faster, you're putting your team at a loss, because your team is going to be relying on you, because it's a team. Everyone relies on each other.
And so, I also want to add, April 14th is the Top Dog camp that is going to be, that's the last one of the season, and it's going to be a bigger one. We're going to put you guys all through the testing. And everything is going to be pretty much documented. So even if there's no scout right there and right then and there, everything will be documented. And so if you ever need your footage of something, it'll be available for you. I think that's one of the things. You know, somebody mentioned this now that we're preparing for our rapid fire tournament, our 7th annual. I love saying that, 7th annual. Yes, we've been doing it for 7 years. Somebody mentions like, man, you guys really do a lot more than just put on a tournament. Yeah, we do. There's a lot of effort that goes into it, right? And specifically, I'm talking about like just the videos that you see, you know. I'm super excited for the young guys, the 14U guys. I mean, we're capturing footage of these guys when they're in 8th grade and freshman year. And I think it's going to be something to see some of these guys do some great things later on. But that's kind of like the extra stuff that you get from going to the GetSportsFocus 7-on-7 tournament. I thought that was pretty cool that one of the coaches and a parent said that. And it's true. We do go a little bit over and you don't just participate. Like you get to, I mean, if you do well, especially if you do well, like you have the highlight reel, the interviews, and all that stuff. And one really cool thing that I do want to share with you guys is like there was I'm not going to name which club it was. There was an organization that participated in our tournament. This is not this year. This is a couple of years back. They won the championship. This was a really, really talented team, but they did not look the part at all. All they were black shorts and neon shirts from Walmart. Like literally just shirts. And I remember when they won the championship, did the whole interview, put together a video package. I don't know how many people pay attention to that stuff because it's 7-on-7. You know, it's 7-on-7 to a lot of people. It's like whatever, but to a lot of these groups, like it's a big deal. So we uploaded it, and it turned into a fundraising tool for this team. And sure enough, next time they showed up, they were wearing uniforms, which is a big deal, right? But yeah. Things like that can come out of you guys participating in our tournaments, especially if you're one of those teams that could use some marketing materials, right? I mean, we uploaded over 40 minutes of video highlights from the last tournaments. Like, who does that? We do. So if you're not going to the GetSportsFocus tournaments, you're missing out. Plus, we can get you home by 3 p.m. because we usually end at 2. We're not a tournament that does, 30 teams and you're there until midnight. No. It's not. It's just, that's just how we want it. It's our tournament. That's how we want it. I mean, we all have things to do still on a Sunday afternoon. So we want to get the guys to work out, get the reps, and get out of there.
Right.
What's cool about the tournament is like when you have 8 teams, it goes quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's harder, I think, because you have less breaks. You kind of go every other round. You're going. So I think it's tougher versus like sitting around doing unproductive things like listening to music and scrolling on your phone. Anyways, so anything else, Coach, that we need to talk about?
Nope.
I think we got everybody updated.
Yeah. Come join, dude. Come to a GSF tournament. Join the Combine Series. Get ready for Top Dog. Go to the 5v5 every week. Come to the Combine training every week. Come check out the Panthers on Saturday. Congratulations to all the guys that signed and to all the guys that are going to get signed soon. Boom. There, I covered it all.
Quick question, Coach. The series that you're putting on, is it for just boys or is it a co-ed thing?
It can be anybody, anyone that wants to do this, because these standards are now standards. These are standards in every sport.
Somebody ask, there's your answer. All right. Till next time, Coach. Good luck this weekend. I'll see you this weekend.